I finished Half-Life 2 and here are my thoughts. Story. Reawakened from stasis in the occupied metropolis of City 17, Gordon Freeman is joined by Alyx Vance and some of his old colleagues as he leads a desperate human resistance. To me, the story was a great continuation of the events in Half-Life. The storytelling happened mostly by observing NPCs, listening to their conversations, and also through the environment. Visuals. I know this game probably got some tweaks and updates over the years, but man, Half-Life 2 aged like a fine wine. It does not show its over 20 years of age at all. What's most impressive to me were the facial expressions and the body language of NPCs. Those were better than in many modern games. The world design and character models looked great. I think it was hard to find a good gamma balancing for the game. Some sections were almost pitch black apart from a tiny circle illuminated by your flashlight. Other times I was blinded by the light. Audio. The audio itself as well as the voice acting were absolutely amazing. The music was good, a few tracks were real bangers. My issue with the audio though was the balancing. The talking was incredibly quiet, the sound effects very loud. I needed to find a middle ground, so I always struggled a bit to understand anyone, especially when the characters were further away, and the bigger battles almost destroyed my ears with all the lasers shooting and explosion sounds. For someone like me who gets sensory overload, this made some encounters really tough or even frustrating. Gameplay. Half-Life 2 is primarily a first-person shooter that features environmental puzzles and some platforming. With the addition of the gravity gun, you get to play a lot with the physics of the source engine in this game. You don't only use it for fighting, by throwing barrels or saw blades at enemies, so fun by the way, but also to build a path through difficult terrain for yourself. Don't want to touch the radioactive water? Lay down some pallets and jump across. Half-Life 2 is a bit more open world and also often takes place outside of buildings, which I really enjoyed, especially the bits in the forests. Difficulty. I played it on normal and that mostly felt like a very medium difficulty. Some sections were harder for me due to the aforementioned issues I had with the audio. The hardest parts for me personally were those with more than one strider involved at a time. The plaza and the end of episode 2, sheesh. Other than that, it wasn't hard at all. Even when not approaching an encounter the intended way, you get a lot of healing and ammunition so that you are hardly ever out of ammo. Grind. The game didn't feel grindy at all to me. Bugs. Apart from the enemy types that are bugs, I didn't have a lot of bugs. The game didn't crash either and ran very well on my computer. For me, Gordon kept getting stuck on small items that had physics, like pieces of a box for example. He couldn't step over them sometimes, or if he walked into them, got launched sideways. In some parts of the game, that posed a problem when being surrounded by enemies. Replayability. The story is what it is and won't change. There is no decision making or alternative endings. You could try to unlock all achievements or approach encounters in a different way to mix it up a bit, but I see low replay value in the game other than just reliving the same experience another time. How did you like Half-Life 2?